I am 1 week post-op and I wanted to make an update really quick. My husband just ran into the store and I'm making a sacrifice and not going into Target with him so that I can make this update because I just don't know when I'm going to have time again, and today is my 1 week and I wanted to update you guys. So 1 week post-op, just stats for people who are just tuning in or don't know them. I started this process of VSG, vertical gastric sleeve, or sleeve gastrectomy, whatever you want to call it. I got a gastric sleeve and I started the pre-op diet at 298.4. I weighed in at 278.2 the day of surgery at my house. Now I point that out because at the doctor's a few hours later it said 270, but I'm going off just my scale because I'm trying to keep it all on the same scale. So at the doctor's office, or at the hospital, it said 270 even, or 270.2, but I'm going off of my scale, so 278.2, because that's what I've been weighing with the whole time. And by the time I got to the doctor's, I literally had nothing in me. Nothing. I couldn't eat or drink anything all day long. It was like super late in the afternoon when the surgery was, and so yeah, anyway, we're going off that. This morning I weighed in at 273.2, so I lost exactly 5 pounds this week, in my first week. And I did, after getting home, I weighed and I had gone up like a lot. But that's really normal because you're, the doctor even said that, and the nurses and everyone, that your body's getting pumped full of all this fluid and you're swollen from surgery. And this first week, if you lose anything, you're going to be like surprised basically, because you have so much extra water weight and stuff from the surgery. And another thing, if you can see around my eyes and my nose, I had a horrible reaction to the surgical scrub, and anywhere that they had touched with their gloves on me, like the breathing tubes around my lips, anywhere, I broke out in hives all over my stomach, anywhere there was leads. And those are finally starting to go away. And when I say break out in hives, I'm allergic to everything, so I'm honestly not that surprised. But when I say break out in hives, I am not kidding, you guys. I had blisters this high up my skin that were just popping, and it was just miserable. It was horrible. I was itchy. Everywhere was this horrible rash, and now it looks so much better. Like, I can show you. See, that's what they look like now. That was from one of the leads. But my whole, literally my whole stomach, my incision sites, everywhere was covered in hives. So I feel a lot better now, and I think that that's part of why I was so swollen, was all the hives. Even like my feet and stuff started getting swollen. But where I had surgery in Tijuana, Mexico, they have you up and walking like as soon as possible. As soon as you're even coherent enough out of anesthesia, you're walking. And the reason why they do that is the gas pains from the laparoscopic surgery only go away with gas drops and walking and walking and walking and walking and walking. So I literally walked like the little hall in the gastric area of the hospital. Like the floor I was on was all gastric sleeve patients or gastric surgery of some kind. And we were like walking the hall nonstop. And I only passed people sometimes. Like, I was walking way more than some of the other patients. And I think a lot of it was just either they weren't able to walk or didn't care. I mean, there were some girls that are like, I just don't want to walk. And I was like, I'm walking. So I was like, literally like 30 times up and down the hall every couple hours, and just like tons and tons of walking. And then as soon as I passed that leak test, because up until the leak test, you can only suck on ice. And as soon as I passed it, I was like walking, 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 sipping, sipping, sipping. And that brings me to my next thing. So we are officially getting in the protein shakes. These are the ones that I'm using. I like the caramel ones. I also have vanilla, which are okay. A lot of people are saying they add like a sugar-free orange drink powder to the vanilla to make like a creamsicle flavor. So I'm going to get some of that today and try that. But the protein shakes, I can get in about 2 of them a day right now, which is 60 grams of protein. And then I carry, oh thanks babe, I carry an ice water with me everywhere. This will last me like half of the day, maybe 3/4 of the day, and then I'll refill it. So I'm just sipping a lot, and I can't take any big gulps or it will like kind of gurgle. And it's really painful if you drink too quickly. Also, 4 days post-op, I started my Bariatric Vitamin thing, which I've posted about on the Facebook group. So if you saw that, you know it's like a lot of vitamins. But other than that, I feel so good, you guys. Like, I really did not anticipate feeling this good, this close to being post-op. But I think a lot of it's just all the walking I did. Like, I have been walking a ton. The day that we were out in the hotel, we went to the mall and walked a ton, and then rested for a bit, and then went to the mall again and walked a ton. Like, we walked so much, and we have been walking a lot, and like, I think that helped me to bounce back faster. And when you're in the hospital, they always say sip, 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 walk, walk, walk. Like, they tell you walkie, 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 like all the time. Everyone's telling you to walk, to walk, to walk, and to sip, sip, sip as soon as you pass the leak test. And so I think that really helped me to like kind of be more like pushing myself a little further so that I could heal quicker. But other than that, I'm not on any pain meds. I'm on an antibiotic to help, or not antibiotic, steroid to help with the hives. But other than that, I'm not on anything else. As far as post-op medicines go, how long did I take pain meds? It was like 3 days maybe? Yeah, 3 days total, including surgery day. Like, I was not on them very long at all. I feel so good that I didn't really feel like I needed to keep taking them. Like, the only time it hurts is if I like push on my stomach, or one of my kids does, or if I bend over really quickly, that hurts. But other than that, I don't feel like pain at all. I feel really good. So anyway, that is this week's update, and we'll see y'all later. Bye guys.